right, we're on a roll. Might as well keep going. So I just did how Aquarius feels about Aries. That was absolutely amazing. So if you are or know an Aquarius, I highly, strongly suggest watching that. It doesn't always have to be a love relationship, guys. It could be a work relationship, a family relationship, any relationship, business relationship. Doesn't always have to be geared towards love. So this is how Virgo feels about Aries, okay? Don't forget to cross watch, guys. Always helps. So, how does Virgo feel about my Aries? Oh, right away. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Remember, Virgos are earth signs and you guys are fire. So, can you imagine fire on earth? Right? Alright, so there you are. Wow. The Emperor. Well, at least that's upright, right? It's not always bad, guys. Remember, relationships, they teach us most about ourselves. That's the lessons in it. And when we're in relationships, often we mirror our partner. So take this as it resonates. Energy is fluid, okay? Don't take everything literal. Don't go in left field with what I say. Just take things that do resonate with you and leave the rest, okay? Don't call them and say, well, how come you feel this way? Don't do that, okay? This is a general reading, and if you want a more specific, detailed reading for you and your partner, that's what the personal readings are for. Okay, so how Virgo feels about Aries. King of Cups in reverse. So Cups represents our feelings, emotions, and relationships, right? So the King of Cups in reverse. So this is Scorpio energy. And Aries, you have had a lot of Scorpio energy in this whole, reading. The whole entire, like almost all the readings have had Scorpio energy because we just went through the change and transformation of that super moon eclipse. So I would really highly suggest maybe watching the other ones. It always helps. So in the King of Cups reversed, right? So how they feel. So how they feel is they feel like you might be adrift in life. Okay, so maybe not anchored, or the thing about the King of Cups is there's a lot of attainment and success, right? So Cups represents our emotions, our feelings. So in reverse, they feel that either you're too sensitive or there's no emotion at all. Okay, so he is in control of his emotions, right? He's like he's on a concrete floating on water. See what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of attainment and success. So in reverse, this is telling me that either they feel like you're not showing enough emotion or none at all. And this doesn't surprise me because Aries, if anybody knows that you guys, everything about you guys, yes, you guys are a leader, but you're very, very, what's the word? Oh, I can't even think. The word. I can't think, so I'm not going to say it. So, anyways, you guys are a leader for a reason because you guys are very, I can't think of the word. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. But anyway, so you sit here, it's like the father card, okay? You guys are the leader of the zodiac, and there's a reason for that. Disciplined, that's the word. You guys are very disciplined, okay? That's why everybody follows you, listens to you. You're a leader. You're the emperor. But underneath all this clothing, everybody wonders, why do you wear armor underneath your clothes? And he says, well, the leader says, Aries says, well, that's to protect me from my biggest threat, which is vulnerability, right? So, vulnerability in especially with men. I mean, I don't mean that, and don't take that the wrong way, please, guys, because women are like this too, especially now. We put on this armor to protect us from being vulnerable, because when we are being vulnerable, then we could get hurt, okay? That's when we're susceptible to a lot of things, right? But here's the thing. You're in a relationship. You need to be vulnerable, okay? You need to show emotion in a relationship. That's what relationships are about. And it's courageous to be vulnerable because you're taking a risk. Okay, we might have done this when we were younger, but we don't need to do this anymore. So don't armor up. You have to be all in all aspects of a relationship for it to work. Now, it's not going to work if you're not. Okay, so the other person's going to think that you don't care because you're not showing any emotion, and that's what's going on. Either you're showing too much emotion or not enough. You got to find that balance, guys. Okay, be vulnerable. Otherwise, what's the point of being in a relationship? I mean, really, guys. I mean, come on. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so just saying. Now, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Wands, this is your energy. Wands. So this is Knights are fire, and Wands are fire. So this is fire on fire. Imagine that. Now, horses are movement, but this is in reverse. So Virgo feels that they may find it difficult to keep their passions in check. So they will often get on impulse. They will often act on impulse. So watch out for projecting. Okay. Interest on someone who doesn't reciprocate. Okay, so watch out for projecting interest on someone who doesn't reciprocate. Like I said, they will often act on impulse. So watch out for projecting interest on someone who doesn't reciprocate. Right? So this is impulse or control. No, this is not controlling appetites and passions. This is impulse to freedom. Okay, so this is impulsive. But in reverse, they're saying that, they might project things because they feel like, without you showing emotion, that you might be interested in somebody else. So that's why it's important to be vulnerable. That's why it's important to communicate and let people know how you feel. Okay, because sometimes we don't act in that manner, right? And then they misunderstand us, and then they think that they don't care, or you don't care. And like I said, this could be flipped around. So energy's fluid. So don't get all upset. Like, I care, and they don't. So like I said, relationships often mirror. So just it's easier to take a look at somebody else than ourselves. Okay, but relationships teach us about ourselves. Keep that in mind. Okay, now the Emperor. Yay! Like I said, this is a Father card, Major Arcana card. So they know they feel like they know who you are. Okay, so this, like, Virgo, they make it a priority maintaining their strength, because you have strength, right? Leadership over their own life's direction. So if his power feels challenged, a boundary will be established. The Emperor only respects communication that is direct and assertive and confident. So because of your leadership qualities, and because you are so well disciplined, because of the way that we often expect others to be that way, right? I mean, like I said, 1 plus 1 is 2, right? But sometimes we need to remember that people are not like us, okay? We expect them to be the same way that we are, but remember, everybody was raised differently. Everybody was taught differently. And this is how we were raised, right? So we can't expect others to hold the same things that we do. But it's important in a relationship to have the same beliefs, or the same goals, of course, and but we can't always expect them to be the way that we are, because they're different, right? This is the wisest of the zodiac. Well, you're the leader of the zodiac, so we can't expect you to be the wisest and them to be the leaders. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, everybody has to own their own gifts, per se, or their own abilities, or their own personalities, their own who they are at their core, right? Sometimes opposites attract, right? So we can't expect people to be exactly like us, because sometimes what we lack is what they are, what you're not strong in, they are. Do you see what I'm saying? So be cautious about always expecting people to be and think the way that we do, because that's impossible. We are all different. If we were all the same, it would be like Pleasantville, where it'd be like, oh, like we would intentionally create chaos just to have something to do. You know what I'm saying? So we have to respect the differences in somebody else and not expect them to always be like us, and vice versa. So if they expect you to be the wisest, why? The expectations are always going to let us down, guys, because we can't expect anything from anybody but from ourselves, okay? So just keep that in mind, guys. I know how strong personalities that you guys have, but remember, when you are giving off that energy in a relationship, it might be a little bit too much on somebody who was never taught that or doesn't know how to reciprocate or have leadership qualities per se, right? So let's see what messages that Spirit has for you guys. So this would be messages to Aries about their relationship with Hermit, with the Virgo. So remember, guys, this doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be a business. Just take it as it resonates, guys, okay? And make sure to cross-watch and watch your other readings. They're pretty interesting. Thank you, Spirit, guys, angels, ancestors, too. Appreciate it. Grateful. Whoa, I tried for this to catch it. They've been falling a lot lately, guys. And that's one thing I do not like, but hey, at least I know there's a lot of passion, right? So 5 of Wands in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, excuse me, and the 3 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so 5 of Wands in reverse. Wands, that's your guys' element. So fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So this is, where's my, oh, sorry guys. Okay, so 5s are testing. They are severity because on the Tree of Life, they're right in the middle of 1 to 10, right? So this is like the middle part. So this is Saturn, which is karma, and Leo. I'm sorry guys, I did a lot of reading, so I'm so sorry about that. I have to clear out my throat because, like, can you hear my starting to get raspy? So maybe this is because it might be hard to communicate. Maybe if you guys are having a hard not being able to communicate with each other, because this isn't happening in other readings. It's just happening now. So maybe you need to. Somebody might be having a hard time communicating. Okay. So 5 of Wands in reverse is Saturn and Leo, the Lord of Strife. So in reverse, there is a resolution to conflict, fighting solutions, teamwork. So don't be defensive. It's funny how this landed on the King of Cups in reverse, because that would be not in control of your emotions, right? And this could mean being defensive, okay? Or you guys are actually starting to find a resolution with the conflict, right? So here's the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles are our earth signs, which is Virgo and Taurus and Capricorn. So the pages are like an announcement, but they're earth signs, so it's the Lord of New Inspiration. So this is like a lack of progress or procrastination or didn't learn from past failures, or maybe somebody might feel unappreciated. That's why you need to communicate, okay? 3 of Cups. Cups represents feelings, emotions, relationships, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. 3s are like a celebration. It's Mercury and Cancer, Lord of Abundance. So a friendship, creating collaborations, 3 graces. Work together, you guys. Okay? That's a whole point of a relationship. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship, even in a friendship. Even in a business, you have to work together. This takes 3 people to sometimes build a beautiful, like, cathedral, like the 3 of Pentacles, right? So what it's saying is that always listening to other people, like, it would take their differences to make something complete and whole, okay? So keep that in mind, guys. Mercury is the planet of communication, so I think that you guys need to communicate a lot more than you have been. So 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Pentacles represents anything physical, material world. They also are earth signs, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 7s on the Tree of Life are illusionary success, so this is in reverse, okay? So that means that there could be, like, so the illusionary success of it would be basically like not seeing the fruits of our labors, okay? So this is where it is the glass half full or half empty, right? So if we always look at everything half empty, it's going to be half empty. There's nothing that's ever going to be able to be good enough. If the glass is half full, then you see, like, the way that we think and the way that we think and the way we feel becomes our reality, okay? So if we keep viewing the glass half empty, we're always going to be thirsty. If we view it half full, then we're always going to be filled, meaning that this is how we have control of our reality. It's in our minds. Our minds are extremely powerful, extremely powerful. So keep in mind how you're viewing things and how they're viewing things, because if they keep viewing things that you feel like this and you don't communicate, then it's going to be that, even if that's not really how it is. Do you see what I'm saying? because how we think and how we feel becomes our reality, you guys, okay? So make sure that your glass is half full and that they see their glass half full with you, okay? Now, the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess is the moon, and it's number 2. So twos are like balance or partnership, so you need to find a balance. There needs to be a balance here, okay? So somebody could be being cautious or disconnected with their intuition, or withdrawn, silence, lack of personal harmony. Okay, so like I said, I mean, these are messages from spirit that you need to find that you both need to find that balance, okay, to balance this out. So that is your reading for how Virgo feels about you, Aries, for September. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch the other ones. And love and light, guys. Bye.